It still has its residue. It's not as strong or orthodox as it used to be, because at the beginning of Hinduism there was no caste system. Later on, the caste system came to divide society into categories based on their professions, especially when the ritualism was at its height. The priestly families could not work outside to make a living because they were spending so much time in performing prayers and all that. At that time, Manu is one of the emperors or the kings. He said, let's divide community based on their personalities, based on the work they do. And then eventually it just became a very rigid caste system where there was no mobility from one caste to the other. But with the education and the devotional movement, the caste system kind of took a back seat. It doesn't, because if you read Hindu scriptures, it tells you that self-realization is destined for every soul. It has nothing to do with the caste system. So there, no one can say that you are doomed forever because you are born into a particular caste system. So when the highest goal is granted for everybody, and the worldly things, whether you are privileged to be one caste or the other, didn't matter that much. Even though culturally you can pretty much tell who will succeed very well in education, who will succeed very well in business. This has some influence by caste because your ancestors, your fathers and great fathers come from priestly caste, and there is a warrior spirit in their body. They are the landlords. Most of the princely kshatriyas, which is the caste, they are called princely caste. They own a lot of lands, and they are the people who are majority of the time very generous in helping others and all that. So sometimes we can tell at people and say, must be, like this caste, because your personalities are somewhat influenced until now. But I think those lines are blurring now because everybody is educated. And everybody is in the same workforce fighting for the same jobs and all that. So that as long as there is arranged marriage system in India, caste system will continue to survive, because today that's what it is good for. You always tend to, when your parents look for a suitable match, they tend to look in the same caste. And more often, it's more rigid in the middle class families. But when you go up and down the ladder, the poor and the very rich are not that rigid with caste system. But the middle class tend to hold on to it more than. And I don't know why. Maybe they don't have the courage to break the rules. And at the same time, the poor people are not held on to that standard. And also many poor people come from the outside of the caste. And so it has something to do with it. And as long as there are villages, village life, caste system will be visible because everybody knows who is who. In cities, there is nothing that tells you that you belong to this particular caste. If it is a color, you can say black and white, you can't hide it. But in caste system, there is no color that is strictly associated with particular caste. As long as you have education and move forward, nobody can tell. Nobody can tell who is who.